Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. Donald Trump has pleaded not guilty to trying to overturn the results of his 2020 presidential election loss. Trump was in federal court in Washington today, 2 days after he was indicted on 4 felony counts by the Justice Department. He is accused of trying to undermine the will of voters and undo his election loss in the days before the January 6 Capitol riot in 2021. Trump maintains that he is innocent. His legal team has characterized the latest case as an attack on his right to free speech. It is the third criminal case brought against Trump in the last 6 months. The former president was charged in New York with falsifying business records in a hush money payment case dating back to the 2016 presidential campaign. He was most recently charged with 40 federal felony counts related to hoarding classified documents and refusing government demands to give them back. Honolulu police are looking for a third suspect after arresting 2 in connection with a Kahala kidnapping case. According to police, a 35-year-old man reported that he was approached by 2 unknown males and an unknown female in the Kahala area at around 8:30 Thursday night. With one person carrying a gun, the suspects hijacked the victim's car and forced him into the trunk. They drove around for hours before releasing the man and making off with property and his vehicle. The victim reported the incident on Tuesday, 4 days after the alleged kidnapping occurred. On Wednesday, officers located the victim's vehicle, which was occupied by a 28-year-old man and a 29-year-old woman. They were both arrested for unauthorized entry into a motor vehicle, kidnapping, and robbery. The third suspect is still at large. Hawaii Island police have identified the body of a man that was recovered in waters off the Puna coastline. On Sunday, Hawaii Fire Department divers found the body of 39-year-old Seth Walton a few hundred yards offshore off cliffs near Old Government Road in the Hawaiian Paradise Park subdivision. Walton had been reported missing that morning when he failed to return from an opihi picking and diving trip Saturday night. Police said an autopsy revealed that Walton's death is consistent with drowning. Foul play has been ruled out and toxicology test results are pending. Detectives are continuing their investigation into the case. Anyone with information about Walton's death is urged to contact Detective Jeremy Kubojir at 808-961-2378. 6 people were seriously hurt in a 3-car collision on H1 freeway this morning. Police closed 3 lanes on the H1 eastbound by the Waialae on-ramp due to the multiple vehicle crash. Paramedics responded to the scene and treated 1 man and 5 women. All 6 were taken to nearby hospitals in serious condition. Meanwhile, a 68-year-old bicyclist died Wednesday afternoon after he was struck by a vehicle in Waimanalo. The collision occurred at around 1:10 in the afternoon when the bicyclist tried to cross Kalani'anaole Highway near the Oceanic Institute. He was struck by a vehicle driven by a 70-year-old man. Paramedics responded, treated the bicycle rider for multiple injuries, and took him to a hospital in critical condition where he was pronounced dead. Police said the driver and passenger of the vehicle were not injured and remained at the scene. A Connecticut man allegedly cheated Home Depot out of nearly $300,000 in a merchandise return scheme involving expensive doors. Authorities said 26-year-old Alexander Enrique Costamota would enter Home Depot dressed like a contractor, load doors into a lumber cart, and return them at the store's service center without a receipt. If the return was denied, he would take the doors without paying and return them at another store. Costamota hit stores in Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maine, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey. Prosecutors said he was given about 370 fraudulent store credits. Costamota was detained without bail in Rhode Island and faces federal charges of wire fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.